Welcome back, distinguished architects of culture and guardians of the untold stories, to Mr. Magazine. You have entered the only sanctuary where the noise of the industry is filtered out to reveal the symphony of truth beneath. We are your compass in the storm of celebrity news, guiding you through the whispers to the heart of the matter. Today, we stand on the edge of a revelation so profound that it has silenced the usual cacophony of fleeting rumors and ephemeral scandals. The industry, typically a chaotic marketplace of gossip, has fallen into a hushed, reverent silence. The cause of this atmospheric shift? Two names that have become synonymous with a rare, almost mythical kind of magnetism, Emin Günenç and İlsu Demirci. We are not discussing a trivial vacation snapshot or a standard casting leak here. The whispers circulating through the most exclusive corridors of Istanbul suggest that something far more monumental is taking shape. A decision of such magnitude that it threatens to redraw the very coordinates of their lives and, by extension, alter the landscape of the Turkish entertainment industry itself. But before we descend into this labyrinth of context and palpable suspense, I must ask for a moment of your patronage. If you value the elegance and depth of our storytelling, please ensure you have subscribed to our channel. For those who wish to walk the red carpet of exclusive content with us, the join button is waiting for your click. Your likes and comments are the currency of our community. Now, let us uncover the choice that is guarded with the ferocity of a state secret. The information regarding Emin Günenç and İlsu Demirci did not explode with the chaotic bang of a scandal. Rather, it flickered into existence like a flame catching in the wind, racing along the currents of social media with a speed fueled by enigma. It was carried by breathless comments, cryptic captions, and the relentless, unyielding curiosity that surrounds a couple who mastered the art of privacy long ago. In an era where oversharing is the currency of fame, Emin and İlsu have treated their inner life as a fortress. They have honored the boundaries of intimacy, treating their bond as something sacred to be protected from the loud, grinding machinery of publicity. It is precisely this fiercely guarded privacy that makes the current anomaly feel like a distress flare in the dead of night. When silence is the standard, sound becomes significant. And the whispers, though quiet, are remarkably consistent. The pivot is underway. To understand the stakes of this potential shift, one must first understand the players involved. On one side of this equation stands Emin Günenç, a performer whose appeal is not a shout but a steady, unshakable flame. He is an actor whose restraint turns simple scenes into profound confessions, whose on-screen presence lingers in the mind the way a haunting melody clings to memory. On the other side is İlsu Demirci, a woman whose artistic instincts seem to arrive fully formed. Her gaze, her posture, her vocal cadence, all are calibrated with the kind of exquisite detail that makes high drama feel grounded and honest. Together, they represent a synthesis of talent and mystery that is increasingly rare in our world. The most pervasive and exhilarating thread of this narrative involves a geographic and professional relocation of audacious proportions. Sources speaking in careful, measured tones hint at a transcontinental move, a strategic bet on new territory. Close your eyes and imagine the ruthless momentum and siren promise of Los Angeles, the city of dreams where stars are either forged or forgotten. Or perhaps consider a split base, a life divided between the historic, craft-focused streets of Europe and the global muscle of the United States. We are witnessing a departure from the comfortable, paved path of their current success, and the sheer scale of the rumors suggests they are staring down a brand new horizon. Let us trace the trajectory of Emin Günenç. His career has been a steady ascent, a climb from early roles into layered, complex characters that seem to breathe and expand as you watch them. There is a quiet inevitability to the idea of him expanding into international projects. Visualize him, if you will, anchoring a taut, atmospheric European drama, something drenched in an art aesthetics where his ability to convey volume through silence would be his greatest weapon. Or imagine him leading a prestige streaming series, a show that builds a world out of high stakes and deep character psychology. This would not be a reckless leap into the void. It would be an evolution, a recalibration of his influence from a national treasure to a global ambassador for Turkish artistry. This brings us to a pivotal question about the future of our beloved stars. If Emin Günenç and İlsu Demirci were to leave the local industry for Hollywood or Europe, do you believe it would be a loss for Turkish television or a victory for Turkish representation globally? We are incredibly curious to hear your perspective on this potential migration. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you are rooting for their international success, show your support by hitting that like button right now. And what of İlsu Demirci? Her artistic compass has always pointed beyond borders, not in a flashy, seek the limelight way, but with profound intent. She carries a cinematic elegance that translates effortlessly across languages, the kind of performer who can command the lens without ever crowding it. Picture her in a psychological narrative mapped between the rain-slicked boulevards of Paris and the pulsing, historic sprawl of Istanbul. Envision her in an espionage thriller, threading her way through Rome's ancient corridors or Manhattan's steel grids. Or place her at the center of a high-fashion drama where her wardrobe is not mere decoration but a grammar of power. Any of these paths would require a courage far greater than staying in the comfort of local fame, yet they feel entirely aligned with her aesthetic truth. But perhaps the most exciting rumor is that of a shared endeavor. The whispers speak of a shared project. A film, a miniseries, a sharp, authored piece where the personal and the professional fuse. This would not be a cheap publicity stunt designed to sell magazines. It would be an extension of their truth, a fusion of their artistic souls. The mere thought generates a palpable electricity. Imagine Emin and İlsu sharing frames again, trading lines, letting the pregnant pauses between them do the heavy lifting. We could be looking at a romance that refuses all clichés, reaching instead for a raw, unvarnished honesty. Or perhaps a suspense story that tests love in a crucible where danger is not a prop, but a pressure cooker. Could it be a generational narrative that moves fluidly between timelines? Or a genre-bending work that blends languages as easily as it blends moods? Their private harmony, usually so guarded, could become a new language for public art. In conclusion, what transpired in the quiet moments away from the flashing strobe seems to be a pact to aim higher, to go further. We are witnessing the prelude to an entirely new orbit. Emin Günenç and İlsu Demirci are poised to make a choice that will likely be talked about for years to come. Whether they conquer Hollywood, charm Europe, or redefine Turkish cinema from within, one thing is certain. They are doing it on their own terms, with the quiet confidence of those who know their own worth. The industry holds its breath, waiting for the official announcement that will confirm this monumental shift. And you can be sure that Mr. Magazine will be here to break the news the moment the silence is broken. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the future of two of our brightest stars. If this story excited you, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep dreaming big and watching the stars. Goodbye.